Pitcher Courtney Donahue and catcher Madeline Bornbach. Some other key players back this year: Brooklyn Bulman, Lauren Jacoby, Sandy Costa, Madison Wausau back, plus Shyla Brogan, the young lady who came up as a freshman last year, hit the ball well. She is back full-time with the Tiger varsity this year, and so looks like a pretty potent attack, plus with Courtney Donahue as your number one pitcher and Sandy Costa at number 2. Things look pretty good for the Tigers on the mound this season. Marshfield and Wausau West, Wisconsin Valley Conference softball this afternoon here at Madison Field in Marshfield. Now we'll come back and give you the lineups for this ball game following these messages.
Employee once asked me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Hi, this is Jason from Northside Computers. Is your computer playing games with you?
This shot decides the game. For the win.
Stay out of the penalty box and keep your computer in check. Northside Computers, Marshfield. Is your computer frozen? Don't be like that guy. Bring it to us. We fix frozen computers every day. Northside Computers, Marshfield. We're here to help.
Reserve player number 14, Molly Mushinsky. And now here's the starting lineup for the Warriors. Batting first.
Wisconsin Valley Conference softball this afternoon here at Madison Field in Marshfield. Let's check the lineups for this ball game. For Wausau West, leadoff hitter is third baseman Izzy Gullickson. Gullickson at third base, leading off. Batting second is the center fielder Autumn Hughes. Hughes in center field, batting second. Batting third is the shortstop Claire Colmus. Colmus at shortstop, batting third. Number 4 hitter is the DH Taylor Liebelt. Liebelt DHing, batting fourth. She's batting in place of the second baseman Miranda Nelson. Hitting fifth is pitcher Allison Kirsch. Kirsch pitching, batting fifth today. Batting number 6 is the catcher Sophia Peissig. Peissig catching and batting sixth. In the number 7 spot, the right fielder Caitlin Krantz. Krantz in right field, batting seventh. Hitting eighth, first baseman Ella Lambrecht. Lambrecht at first base, batting eighth. Hitting number 9 for Wausau West, the left fielder Claire Healy. Healy in left field, batting number 9. Starting tonight for the Marshfield Tigers, leadoff hitter, center fielder Brooklyn Bulman. Bulman leading off and batting leadoff at center field. Batting second is the Tiger pitcher Courtney Donahue. Donahue pitching and batting second. Hitting third, catcher Madeline Bornbach. Bornbach batting third and catching today. Hitting fourth, Tiger third baseman Lauren Jacoby. Jacoby at third base, batting fourth. The number 5 hitter is the left fielder Shyla Brogan. Brogan in left field, batting fifth. Hitting sixth, the first baseman Sandra Costa. Costa at first base, batting sixth. Number 7 hitter from Marshfield, right fielder Raina Manlick. Manlick in right field, batting seventh. Hitting eighth is Tiger second baseman Madison Voss. Voss at second base, batting eighth. Hitting ninth, Tiger shortstop Ashlyn Barwick. Barwick the shortstop, batting number 9. Marshfield and Wausau West, Wisconsin Valley Conference softball today here at Madison Field in Marshfield. We'll come back and start this ball game following these messages.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Other games in the Wisconsin Valley today, Wausau East
At Madison Field in Marshfield. Marshfield and Wausau West meeting in Wisconsin Valley Conference girls softball action today.
Jim Highfield, and on the baseman, Joe Miller.
Defensively for the Marshfield Tigers this afternoon. At first base, Sandra Costa. At second base, Madison Voss. At shortstop, Ashlyn Barwick. At third base, Lauren Jacoby. In right field, Raina Manlick. In center field, Brooklyn Bulman. In left field, Shira Brogan. Behind the plate, Madeline Bornbach. On the mound is right-hander Courtney Donahue. Courtney, the winning pitcher in both ball games, played by Marshfield on Saturday up in Rhinelander. Got the start and win against Rhinelander, then came on in relief of Sandy Costa in the second ball game against Rice Lake and won that game in relief as well. So Courtney off to a 2-0 start this season. Our umpires for the ball game behind the plate today is Jim Highfield. On the bases is Joe Miller. Beautiful day for softball. Temperatures a bit on the chilly side. Temperatures in the mid to upper 40s. Bit of a wind blowing out to right field from the west. So that could affect play somewhat. Could see some balls up in the air, shifting around somewhat. But blue skies, a few light puffy clouds up there, and generally a very nice day for baseball and softball. There's a baseball game taking place across the street. And we're playing softball here, a varsity ball game here at Madison Field. Now the leadoff hitter for Wausau West here in the first, third baseman Izzy Gullickson. Facing Courtney Donahue. Courtney starting her senior year, along with catcher Madeline Bornbach. Into her motion, Courtney winds and throws, but high for ball one. And play underway here at Madison Field, Marshfield, and Wausau West in softball action today. 1-0 on Izzy Gullickson, stands back in, right-handed batter. Pitch on the way, and that's up and in for a ball, 2 balls and no strikes. Remember, this is artificial surface here, artificial surface infield here at Madison Field. That certainly helps considerably early in the year. Donahue's 2-0 pitch on the way, and that's a cross for a called strike. And the count now 2 balls and 1 strike. All the Marshfield infielders wearing face masks today. Sometimes you'll see one without a face mask these days, but they're pretty popular. Here's Donahue's 2-1 pitch. That's lined towards right center field in the gap, and Mike gets a defense for extra bases. Gullickson to second base, picked up by Manlick. Gullickson rounding second, heading for third. The relay throw from Voss is a bit late. It's a 3-base hit for Izzy Gullickson. So a good start for the Wausau West Ball Club as Izzy Gullickson lines a triple to the gap in right center field.
Autumn Hughes.
The West center fielder Autumn Hughes now stands in. Batting left-handed. Jacoby at third base comes in a few steps, as does Barwick at shortstop. Donahue winds and throws. There's a bunt third base side picked up by Jacoby. Plays to first base in time. The run scores, and West leads early 1-0. Hughes retired in a sacrifice bunt. Jacoby Acosta, that's 5-3. Crowd number 1, and on the bunt, Gullickson does score the first run of the ball game.
Number 1, Claire Helmus.
So a run is in. Wausau West leads early 1-0. Base is empty and 1 out, and the shortstop Claire Helmus now batting for Wausau West. Donahue winds and throws. Foul back for strike 1. Play just underway here at Madison Field in Marshfield. Marshfield and Wausau West today in Wisconsin Valley Conference softball. Good start for the Warriors. They lead 1-0 here in the first. Base is empty and 1 out. 0-1 on Claire Helmus. Donahue winds, throws once again, a swing and a miss. Good off-speed pitch by Courtney. Kept the ball on the outside corner or off the plate. And Helmus couldn't reach it. She's behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Donahue ready, fires, a swing and a miss. Strike 3, that was a low outside pitch. Burnbach set up on that low outside corner. And that's where Courtney put the ball. Her first strikeout. 2 down here in the first inning. And the DH, Taylor Liebelt, now batting for Wausau West. Batting right-handed. And the pitch by Donahue, a base swing and a miss for strike 1. By the way, a change in broadcast plans tomorrow on WOSQ because the Marshfield Tiger baseball team is not playing tomorrow in Merrill. That game has been moved to today as a doubleheader. Donahue throws up and in for a ball. 1-1. The Tigers and Merrill scheduled to play tomorrow and Thursday in their opening series. But because of the possibility of inclement weather later, they moved both games to today in Merrill. And they're playing a doubleheader up there this afternoon. Here's a pitch on the inside corner for call strike 1-2. So instead, weather permitting tomorrow on 92.3 FM WOSQ, Cloverbelt Conference Baseball, the Columbus Dogs and Loyal Greyhounds at Jack Hackman Field are broadcast at 4:45 tomorrow. Donahue ready, throws once again, missed outside for ball. 2-2. Boy, that Columbus Dons baseball team highly ranked this year. The preseason favorite to win the Eastern Cloverbelt Conference race. That's something we've never seen from Columbus High School. 2-2 pitch on the way. Missed the outside corner for ball. And the count now full 3-2. So Columbus and Loyal, 4:45 tomorrow on 92.3 FM, WOSQ, and WDLB, WOSQ.com. Count on Liebelt, 3-2. Donahue winds, throws once again, and hits her on the shoulder. Liebelt hit by the pitch. And a 2-out base runner for Wausau West.
The pitcher, number 9, Allison Kirsch.
Pitcher Allison Kirsch stands in for Wausau West. Batting right-handed. Donahue sets and delivers. That's in there for called strike 1. Wausau West batting, top of the first. Runner at first base and 2 out, and West off to a 1-0 lead here at Madison Field. 0-1 on Allison Kirsch, batting right-handed. Donahue winds, throws once again, runners going, pitches a called strike, throw to second base is a bit high, and Liebelt steals it. Stolen base for Taylor Liebelt. So West has a base runner in scoring position. The count on Kirsch, no balls and 2 strikes. Donahue trying to pitch out of it. Gets set and delivers a swing and a miss for strike 3 to end the inning. Second strikeout for Courtney Donahue in this inning. In the first for Wausau West, 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, a hit batter, and 1 run left on base. After a half inning, our score is Wausau West 1 and the Marshfield Tigers coming to bat. Back to Madison Field and more softball in just a moment.
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement.
Miranda Nilsson. At shortstop is Claire Colmus. At third base, Izzy Gullickson. The right fielder is Caitlin Krantz. In center field, Autumn Hughes. In left field, Claire Healy. The catcher is Sophia Peisig, and on the mound is right-hander Allison Kirsch. Wausau West has an 11-player roster today. Marshfield Tigers have very good numbers in their program.
The Tigers, the center fielder, number 16, Brooklyn Bulman.
Leadoff hitter for Marshfield here in the first, center fielder Brooklyn Bulman, a veteran ball player. Batting left-handed. Coach Linsmeyer with some signs in the box at third base. Now Brooklyn stands in. Allison Kirsch ready. Winds and throws, and the pitch a bit high for ball one. Wausau West has the early lead at 1-0 as Marshfield bats in the last half of the first inning. Tigers home opener here at Madison Field today. Bulman back in there, the count 1-0. And Kirsch winds and throws, ground ball towards shortstop, picked up by Colmus, throws to first base in time for out number 1. One down in the Tiger first inning. And Courtney Donahue now batting.
Courtney Donahue.
Tiger pitcher, also a left-handed batter. We noticed last year the Tigers had a very large number of left-handed batters, and they may have that once again this year. Courtney digs in. Kirsch throws, and missed outside for ball one. Well, got some news on a couple of players from the Wisconsin Badger men's basketball program for transferring. They made their college decisions over the weekend, and they'll be leaving Madison next season. The 1-0 pitch on the way. Up and in for a ball, 2-0. Matthew Moores, the 6'7" forward, who came to Wisconsin from Yankton, South Dakota, three-time South Dakota High School Player of the Year, on his way back to South Dakota to play for South Dakota State next season. 2-0 pitch on the way. Grounded on the third base side, but just fouled. Past the third baseman Gullickson to the left field corner, but just outside the bag foul. On the count now 2-1. Moores, as a senior at Yankton High School, a couple of years ago, averaged 24 points, 8 rebounds per game. He was the three-time State High School Player of the Year in South Dakota. Chose to come to Madison last year. 2-1 pitch to Donahue, bounces in for a ball. On the count 3-1. And so now Moore's on his way back to South Dakota to play next season for South Dakota State. Should be an asset to their program. Count on Donahue, 3 balls and 1 strike. Kirsch winds and delivers, ground ball back up the middle and into center field for a base hit. And booted by the center fielder Hughes, but picked up quickly by the left fielder Healy, and so Donahue does not advance. Courtney singles to center field to give Marshfield their first hit of the day. Now a courtesy runner coming in for the Tigers. We're going to see Claire Pierce.
Courtesy runner for the pitcher, now running number 10 for the Tigers, Claire Pierce.
Marshfield Tiger baseball team facing Merrill, as we mentioned, and in the second inning, Merrill has a 1-0 lead in that ball game. Claire Pierce, the courtesy runner at first base for Courtney Donahue. Madeline Birnbach now batting, Tiger catcher, and yet another left-handed batter.
Now batting the catcher, Claire Birnbach.
Madeline stands in, and Pierce throws, ground ball right side, and it hits the runner, hit Pierce on the foot. So Pierce is out. The put out given to the nearest player, the second baseman Nelson. That's out number 2. And Bornbach is given an infield hit on that play. So Bornbach at first base now with 2 outs. And the third baseman Lauren Jacoby will stand in. Cleanup hitter, right-handed batter.
The third baseman,
Tough play for the Tigers on that
Jacoby.
ground ball. Pierce throws and got the outside corner for a called strike. West on top, 1-0. Marshfield batting, bottom half of the first, with Bornbach at first base and 2 outs. 0-1 on Lauren Jacoby. Kirsch ready. Winds, fires once again, missed outside for ball. 1-1. The other players transferring. Badger guard Lauren Bulman played a bit more for the Badgers last year than Moores did. Played in 22 games, averaged about 3 points per game. He's from Detroit, going back there to play for Oakland University next season. Here's the 1-1 pitch, ground ball toward short. Kalmas gets a big hop, fires to first base in time to end the inning. In the first for Marshfield, no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We played limiting. Our score is Wausau West 1, Marshfield Tigers 0. More softball for Madison Field in just a moment.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop, whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Softball continues today on 92.3 FM WOSQ and also on ZaleskiSports.com. Good to have you with us for our broadcast today. We're talking about Lauren Bulman, the former Badger guard, transferring to Oakland. One of the questions we often get is how come a school from California is in the Horizon League? And people think that Oakland University is in California. It's not. Oakland University is in Detroit. So Lauren Bulman going back home to Detroit to play college basketball starting this year. Leadoff hitter for West here in the second is the catcher Sophia Peissig, batting right-handed. Courtney Donahue ready, and she fires a base swing and miss for strike 1. Good inside fastball by Courtney. West batting top half of the second. West on top 1-0 here in Wisconsin Valley Conference softball today. Peissig digs in once again, and the pitch by Donahue popped up foul on the first base side, hitting out of play. 0-2. Peissig catching for Wausau West, and not a real big young lady, rather small, quick, athletic catcher. Kind of the Dalton Varsho type, I guess you'd say. 0-2 on Peissig, stands back in there. Donahue throws up and away for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A bit chilly, and that wind still blowing quite fiercely from the west out towards right field. If you're not in that wind, it's very pleasant today. Donahue throws again, a line shot to center field for a base hit. 1 hopped by Bulman, and for the second straight inning, Wausau West has a leadoff base runner.
Right fielder, number 12.
Standing in next is right fielder Caitlin Krantz. I mentioned earlier, Wausau West only has an 11-player roster, so you may not see too many courtesy runners for the Warriors today. Krantz, the number 7 hitter in the West batting order today. Batting right-handed. Courtney Donahue on the mound for Marshfield. Sets herself, winds and throws, and got the inside corner for a called strike. Krantz backed away. That ball got the corner for a called strike, 0-1. Pysick at first base. Held there by Sandy Costa. Now Donahue ready, winds and delivers. A big swing and a miss. 0-2. Courtney Donahue, Madeline Bornbach now have worked together for 4 years. Team up as freshmen together. In a fine battery these last several seasons. Courtney throws again and missed the outside corner. 1-2. Madeline does like to set up on that low outside corner when the Tigers get to a 2-strike count on the opposition. Courtney just missed with that pitch. Count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Nice off-speed pitch by Courtney. And Krantz out on strikes. 3 strikeouts now for Courtney Donahue.
First baseman, number 20.
1 out.
Ella Lambrecht.
Pysick still at first base for first baseman Ella Lambrecht. Right-handed batter, hitting for the first time today. Donahue throws and got the inside corner for a called strike. West batting in the top half of the second. They lead Marshfield 1-0, 1 out, 1 on. Softball today from Madison Field in Marshfield. 0-1 on Lambrecht. She stands back in. Donahue fires, fouled back to the screen. And the count 0-2. As we mentioned, the Marshfield Tiger baseball team is playing today. Now, the original schedule had Marshfield playing at Merrill tomorrow and back at Jack Heckman Field on Thursday in the return game for this week. Donahue's 0-2 pitch on the way. That just missed outside for ball, 1-2. But because of the possibility of inclement weather starting tomorrow and lasting the week, instead the two schools decided to play a doubleheader at Athletic Park in Merrill today. 1-2 pitch on the way, foul back to the screen. Still 1-2 on Lambrecht. So the Tiger baseball team is playing right now in Merrill. We mentioned earlier that the Tigers trail Merrill by a score of 2-0. Now it's 1-1. 1-1, Marshfield and Merrill in the third inning. Donahue throws once again, missed outside for a ball, 2-2. And a second game to follow at Athletic Park in Merrill. So consequently, we'll have a change in our broadcast plans for tomorrow on 92.3 FM WOSQ. 2-2 now on Lambrecht. Donahue throws and leaves it high for a ball. The count now 3-2. Weather permitting, we'll have Columbus and Loyal from Jack Hackman Field tomorrow at 4:45 on 92.3 FM WOSQ. 3-2 on Ella Lambrecht. She stands back in. Pysick at first base. The pitch by Donahue hit foul on the first base side of the play. Still 3-2. Other games being played today around central Wisconsin. In baseball, Stratford at Assumption, Loyal at Marathon, Prentice at Athens, Abbey Colby at Phillips, Augusta at Cadott. Here's a pitch that's low for ball 4. And Lambert draws a base on balls. First issued by Donahue today. That sends Pysick to second base. So 2 on, only 1 out, and the number 9 hitter, the left fielder Claire Healy, now batting for Wausau West. Healy digs in. Infield at normal depth here. Donahue taking her time, now ready. Healy shows bunt, pitches outside for a ball. Also in softball or baseball weather today, Antigo at Mosinee, Newman at Northland Lutheran, Lakeland at Medford. That's a doubleheader at Medford this evening. Black River Falls at Nakusa, Wild Rose at Port Edwards. 1-0 pitch, got the outside corner for a called strike. 1-1 now on Claire Healy. Boy, that Mosinee ball club looks awfully tough this year. They might be about the best team in the area. A good win over Stratford. Here's a ground ball at second base. Voss goes to Barwick for 1 on the first base late. So the Tigers take out the middle runner. Lambert out on the force play. Barwick at Voss at second base rather. To Barwick at shortstop for out number 2. On the play, Pysick takes third base. And Healy on the fielder's choice at first for leadoff hitter Izzy Gullickson. And Gullickson began the ball game with a line drive triple to the gap in right center field and later scored the only run. So he's 1 for 1, dangerous hitter.
Batting order for the Warriors, the third baseman, number 16, Izzy Gullickson.
Gullickson stands in, batting right-handed. And Donahue winds and delivers. And this low and outside for ball 1, and the runner at first base, Healy, will take second base. On a rather indifferent stolen base. So 2 runners in scoring position. The count on Gullickson 1-0. Donahue ready. Winds and throws. Got the inside corner call. Strike 1-1. Tigers trail 1-0. Wausau West batting top of the second. Runners at second and third and 2 out. And the dangerous Izzy Gullickson at the plate. Donahue throws 1-1, leaves it high and outside for a ball. 2-1. Courtney struggling a bit with her location, I believe. She has struck out 3 batters. But walked 1. 2-1 the count on Gullickson. Stands ready once again. Pitch on the way, ground ball toward shortstop. Berwick grabs it, throws to first base in time to win the inning. Hit hard, but right at Ashlyn Berwick, who makes the play to retire the side. So West threatens, but they do not score in the second. For Wausau West, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, a walk, and 2 runners left on base. After 1.5, our score remains Wausau West 1 and Marshfield Tigers 0. We'll come back to Madison Field and more softball in just a moment.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Wausau West with a 1-0 lead as Marshfield bats in the second inning. Great day for softball if you can stay on that wind. That wind still, it's knocked down a little bit, I believe, but still rather brisk from the west. And if you're out in that wind, can be rather challenging.
Out of the second inning, left fielder number 12, Shayla Brogan.
Leadoff hitter for Marshfield here in the second inning. The left fielder Shayla Brogan, batting right-handed. Won several sophomores on this Tiger Ball Club this year. Pitch on the way, and Shayla swings to a bunt and misses for strike 1. Wausau West on top, 1-0. Marshfield batting, bottom half of the second. Tigers, by the way, have 16 players on their varsity roster. Some go back and forth between varsity and JV. Pitch is bunted foul behind home plate. I count 0-2. Marshfield does have 1 freshman on the roster, and that is Delaney Varsho, who's also on the JV roster. Oh, excuse me, there's a second freshman as well, Madison Krause, also on the varsity roster, and then several sophomores as well. 0-2 on Brogan, stands back in, right-handed batter. Kirsch ready, Winds and fires. High fly ball to center field. Hughes goes back, turns the wrong way. The ball goes by her to the fence in center field. Brogan rounding second base, heading for third, and she'll get there safely. Shyla Brogan with a long triple to dead center field. And the Tigers have the tying run at third base. The batter's first baseman, Sandra Costa. Still early in the ball game, so it does not appear that Coach Hughes of Wausau West will pull the infield in right now. Shortstop Kalma still playing quite deep at shortstop. Sandy digs in. Pitch on the way on the inside court for called strike one. And a ball hit by Shyla Brogan, laced to deep center field. And only a sophomore will see a lot of her offense the next few seasons here for the Marshfield Tigers. 0-1 on Costa. Pitch by Kirsch, high hopper to the first base side and grabbed by the first baseman Lambrecht. She'll step on the bag, and as she does so, Brogan scores the tying run. And the Tigers have tied the ball game at 1 apiece. A hopper up the first base foul line by Costa. And the first baseman Lambrecht made the play, but she turned to run back to first base rather than run towards the bat. She ran back to first base and stepped on the bag, and as soon as she turned around, Brogan scored from third base. Next batter is the right fielder, Raina Manlick, and she lines the pitch to center field for a base hit. Manlick singles to center field. And the Tigers have their fourth into the ball game. We could see a lot of offense from this Tiger ball club this year.
#1, Madison Voss.
Batting next is the second baseman, Madison Voss. Veteran player, batting right-handed. Manlick at first base. And Kirsch ready. And here's a pitch to the screen. Madison squared the bunt. Instead, Kirsch threw the ball to the screen. Wild pitch. Manlick takes second base. And the count on Voss 1-0. And the Tigers have the go-ahead run in scoring position. Kirsch getting her sign from Sophia Peissig. Madison again shows bunt. Pitch on the way, bunted first base side foul. Count now 1-1 strike. Madison Voss has done a really nice job for not only the softball team, but the basketball team over there. It's not a real player, gets a lot of headlines, but boy, just there every day. Makes solid contributions, both in basketball and softball. A steady performer. 1-1 on Madison. Kirsch winds and throws, high for a ball. 2-1. Our coverage of Marshfield Tigers softball today on WOSQ brought to us by Filker Brothers Corporation of Marshfield, manufacturers of stainless steel products, and they support all youth sports and activities. Kirsch throws once again, over for a call strike, 2-2. Participation in high school sports builds character and teamwork, and Felker Brothers of Marshfield supports the youth of central Wisconsin. 2-2 on Voss. Manlick the go-ahead run at second base with one out. Kirsch throws once again, grounded foul on the first base side, still 2-2. You're listening to Marshfield Tiger softball on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield, and WDLB, WOSQ.com. Jeff Kennan is our producer. I'm Gene Delicio at Madison Field in Marshfield today. Kirsch winds and throws again, up and away for a ball. And the count on Voss now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Tiger softball today from Madison Field. Voss back in there, 3-2. Kirsch ready, winds and throws, ground ball towards second base. Grabbed by Nelson, tosses to first base in time for the out, but on the ground ball, Manlick takes third base. Voss is retired for out number 2. On the play, Raina Manlick moves up to third base. And so they go ahead run 60 feet away.
Number 4.
And here's Ashlyn Barwick batting for Marshfield. Playing shortstop. Taylor Barwick's younger sister. Of course, Taylor played solo for the Tigers the last several years as well, primarily as an outfielder. Pierce winds and throws, ground ball to third and grabbed by Gullickson. Fires to first base off the line, but grabbed by Lambert. She puts her foot back on the bag to end the inning. Marshfield in the second, 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, and 1 runner left on base. Our score after 2 innings is Marshfield 1 and Wausau West 1.
We're not up at 1.
The difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Madison Field. Jason Zaleski here to tell you that it is time to get back to work. You can swing a hammer. You can make some money. Nikolai Construction wants to talk to you. Get a hold of the folks at Nikolai Construction at nikolaiconstruction.com or 715-384-8275. That's 715-384-8275. If you can handle a hammer, they can get some money in your pocket. Today, get a hold of Don Nikolai Construction and get started on your next new career. Now back to Gene Delisio for today's play call.
Top half of the third. Infield is in for Hughes, who is a slapper, batting left-handed. Donahue fires again, a swing and a miss. Big off-speed pitch that was actually pretty high in the strike zone. And Hughes behind, 0-2. Stands back in there once again. And Donahue ready, winds and throws, high and away for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Marshfield, Wausau West softball today here at Madison Field. Count on Hughes, 1-2. Here's the pitch. That's popped up, foul on the third base side of the play. Now stays 1-2. Nice crowd on hand for softball today. Good group of fans down here watching softball this afternoon. Count on him. Hughes, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Donahue throws again, a swing and a miss. Once again, Courtney really changing speeds well and had Hughes right in front of a slow pitch. That's out number 1 and 4 strikeouts for Courtney Donahue today.
The shortstop, number 1, Claire Kalmus.
Shortstop Claire Kalmus now batting for Wausau West. Struck out her first time up, 0-for-1 on the day. Courtney Donahue on the mound for Marshfield. Delivers and just missed outside for ball 1. Marshfield and Wausau West softball action today here on Sports Radio 92.3 FM WOSQ and also ZaleskiSports.com. 1-0 on Claire Kalmus, number 3 hitter for the Warriors. Donahue throws, foul back. Softball today brought to us by the Dental Clinic of Marshfield, Forward Bank, and also by Hefco Floral Company of Marshfield. Merrill now leads Marshfield 2-1 in the 4th inning. Game 1 of that baseball doubleheader up at Athletic Park in Merrill. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and that breaks low and outside for ball, 2-1. Kalmus batting number 3 in the Wausau West batting order today. Looking out for some signs from Coach Hughes, who does not provide any. Kalmus digs in once again, and the pitch by Donahue, a big swing and miss. That was just power on power there, as Donahue threw a good fastball and blew it by her. Kalmus couldn't reach it. Kalmus back in there. They count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Donahue winds, throws once again, swung on and missed. Went fishing for a high outside changeup, and Kalmus retired on strikes. That's 5 strikeouts now for Courtney Donahue.
Cleanup hitter, DP number 4, Taylor Liebelt.
Here's the cleanup hitter, the DH Taylor Liebelt, hit by a pitch her first time up. Donahue delivers a swing and a miss for strike one. Marshfield and Wausau West softball today here at Madison Field. West batting in the top of the third. Bases empty and 2 outs. We're deadlocked at 1. As the 0-1 to Liebelt on the way. That breaks just outside for ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Courtney painting those corners today, missing perhaps a bit more than she'd like. Beginning to a groove now. She's struck out 2 in a row. Winds and throws once again. A base swing and a miss. Ball and 2 strikes on Taylor Liebelt. Courtney's sister Megan playing once again this year for the Wisconsin Badger softball team. Liebelt back in there, 1-2. Courtney winds and throws a swing and a miss to end the inning. And Courtney Donahue strikes out the side. She's now fanned 6 batters in this ball game. In the third for Wausau West, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. After 2.5 innings, our score remains Marshfield 1 and Wausau West 1.
To get started at Mid-State Technical College? 1, 2, 3 for free can save up to $900 on tuition. Start this summer if you'd like. No catches, no application fee or essays to write. 1, 2, 3 for free at Mid-State. Get started at mstc.edu.
From first contact at Dental Clinic of Marshfield, their dentists are committed to your individual attention and strive to provide personalized oral health care. They work hard to create the ultimate stress-free and comfortable dental experience. It is their mission to educate and provide the patients with the best dental care in Central Wisconsin. Whether you're looking for information on implants, teeth whitening, crowns, orthodontics, dentures, or any dental service, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has it for you. You can book your appointment online at dentalclinicofmarshfield.com or give them a call at one of their 3 locations in Marshfield, Stratford, or Neillsville today.
Hawkins Ash is the CPA. Let's start that again. How about that, huh? Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hawkins Ash CPA is a certified public accounting firm big enough to serve you and small enough to care. Accounting professionals in the firm's Marshfield office provide local tax and accounting services. They're backed with the resources and support of 9 other offices, more than 150 team members. Contact Hawkins Ash CPAs in Marshfield for all your tax and accounting needs. Visit them online at hawkinsash.cpa to learn more. Back to Gene Delisio for today's play call.
Madison Field. Nice crowd on hand for softball today. The 0-1 pitch on the way. That's chopped in the third base side, rolling foul. And the count now, no balls and 2 strikes. Boy, Brooklyn really has worked hard on her game. Last couple of years, she's been in the outfield, and usually a 7, 8, 9 batter, but Coach Linsmeyer has moved her into that leadoff spot, and she's responded very well. Had a couple of big ball games in Rhinelander this weekend. Chris throws again, fly ball, left center field, a long run for the center fielder Hughes, and she won't get there. It falls for a base hit, then she and the left fielder Healy collide, and Brooklyn goes to second base. The ball fell, and before Hughes could pick it up, Healy got over there. They fell over each other. And so Brooklyn Bulman has a center field to open the Tiger third. That's 5 Marshfield hits today. Courtney Donahue now batting. Singled her first time up. 1 for 1. Kirsch gets set and delivers. Up and in for ball 1. Brooklyn had a couple of big ball games for Marshfield up in Rhinelander this weekend against Rhinelander and Rice Lake, and responded very well to that leadoff spot. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Donahue. It breaks a bit low for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Marshfield, Wausau West softball today here at Madison Field in Marshfield. 2 balls, no strikes on Courtney Donahue. And Cruz throws again, ground ball towards short, and by the shortstop into center field for a base hit. Bulman running third base will try to score. Play is off the line. Bulman is in, and Donahue takes second base on the throw. RBI base hit for Courtney Donahue. Brooklyn Bulman scores easily. And the Tigers lead 2-1.
Number 7, Madeline Bornbach.
Again, Claire Pierce comes in to serve as a courtesy runner for Courtney Donahue. Tigers now have had 2 hits in each inning. 6 hits so far today. Madeline Bornbach singled her first time. In fact, she was awarded an infield single when her ground ball back in the first inning hit Pierce in the foot.
Courtesy running at second base. Pierce.
Madeline digs in, batting left-handed. Pitch by Kirsch on the outside corner for a called strike. Now Marshfield 2, Wausau West 1. Tigers batting, bottom half of the third. Runner at second base and still nobody out. 0-1 on Madeline Bornbach. Dangerous left-handed batter. Next pitch is on the inside corner. Madeline moved back, but our plate umpire Jim Highfield says that pitch got the inside corner. 0-2 on Bornbach. Adjusts her batting helmet, stands back in there. Kirsch ready. And delivers. Ground ball towards short. Picked up by Gullickson. Fires to first base in time for the out. And Pierce advances to third base. So Bornbach retired for out number 1, but the base runner Pierce takes third base on the ground ball.
Third baseman, number 14.
Runner at third with 1 out.
Jacoby.
And Lauren Jacoby batting for Marshfield. Lauren bounces short her first time up, and she is 0 for 1. Hitting right-handed. Infield remains back despite that base runner at third base and less than 2 outs. Here's a ground ball third base side, rolling foul for strike 1. I want to remind you, by the way, our On Sports program now is back on WDOB and WOSQ. Join us every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. as we talk about sports around central Wisconsin. On Sports, Saturdays 10 a.m. on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, and AM 1450 and FM 98.7 WDLB. 0-1 to Jacoby. Ground ball towards shortstop. Thomas behind the bag will grab it. The run scores. And Thomas throws high and wild. And Jacoby is on. Pierce scores on the play, giving Marshfield a 3-1 lead. Jacoby reaches. And it appears to be a throwing error on Colmus. But she does. Jacoby does get the RBI in the play. That is an earned run. Charlotte Brogan batting tripled and scored her first time up. Takes one here alone inside for ball 1. Marshfield now on top 3-1. Tigers batting, bottom half of the third. Jacoby at first base with 1 out. 1-0 on Charlotte Brogan. Allison Kirsch on the mound for West. Here's the pitch, a base swing and a miss for a strike. Throw it on the second base. Jacoby takes second base on the stolen base. Jacoby steals second base, so a Tiger run in scoring position once again. And the count on Brogan, 1 ball and 1 strike. Shiloh digs in once again. Allison Kirsch on the mound for West today. Sets herself and delivers. Ground ball towards deep short, picked up by Colmus. Throw to first base is in time for the out. And after the play, Jacoby takes third base. The ball gets loose at third, but Lauren holds her ground. So Brogan bounces to short for out number 2. And Jacoby on the play takes third base. Base runner at third with 2 outs for Sandy Costa. Tiger first baseman who bounced the first baseman and drove in a run with that play in the second inning. 0 for 1 with an RBI today.
First baseman number 2, Sandra Costa.
Kirsch ready and delivers. Over for a call, strike 1. Sandy Costa looking to put the ball in play and drive in the third run of this inning. Jacoby at third base with 2 outs. 0-1 on Costa. And Kirsch winds and throws. Grounded foul on the first base side. 0-2. The on-deck batters, by the way, are moving over to the opposite side. And now they're telling Raymond Manley to get back to first base. Remember a few years ago they did that in softball? They have the on-deck hitter use the third base side regardless of what side of the field it was on. Here's a pitch that plays outside for ball. So 1-2. So, for instance, if the batter was right-handed and your team is on the first base foul line, you'd still stand in the on-deck circle on the third base side to avoid a line drive hitting you in the on-deck circle. Next pitch to Costa in there for a called strike 3 to end the inning. And Manley just ran over the first base side to do that, and the umpire sent her back to first base. Costa out on strikes. That's the first strikeout thrown by Kirsch today. Tigers in the third, 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, 1 left on base. Our score after 3 innings, the Marshfield Tigers 3, Wausau West 1.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
If you lose direction, you can grab my hand. I'll be the one behind you to say no, one-man band. Just follow your dreams, keep your promises.
We're all different, but we all want great health insurance. See why we're rated #1 in service, coverage, and affordability in Central Wisconsin.
It's Marshfield 3, Wausau West 1. As West bats, top half of the 4th inning. West scored their only run in the first. They've been quiet ever since. Donahue winds and delivers. A swing and a miss. 1-1. Courtney really changing her speeds well today. Kirsch, number 5 hitter for Wausau West. Count 1 ball, 1 strike. Courtney throws once again, a swing and a miss. Once again, Kirsch ran in front. Good off-speed toss by Courtney Donahue. And the count on Kirsch, 1-2. Stands back in there. Pitch by Donahue on the way. High and outside to the screen for a ball. 2-2. Marshfield and Wausau West in this home opener for the Tigers today. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Allison Kirsch. And Donahue ready, throws once again. Missed just a bit low for ball. Good fastball just outside the strike zone. And the count on Kirsch is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. She stands back in there. And Donahue winds and delivers. High fly ball fouled the first base side of the play. Still 3-2 on Allison Kirsch. Courtney Donahue really settling down now. Getting into a nice groove. Winds and throws. And missed outside for ball 4. Second walk issued by Courtney today. And West has a leadoff base runner. Now we may get a courtesy runner here from pitcher Kirsch.
Sophia Paise.
Looks like Molly Mashinsky. Molly Mashinsky.
Warriors, number 14, Molly Mashinsky.
Molly Mashinsky will courtesy run for the catcher Paise. For the pitcher Kirsch. The catcher Heisig is now batting. And she singled her first time up, 1 for 1. Pitch by Donahue on the outside corner for called strike 1. We mentioned Wausau West a bit short-handed today, only 11 players on their roster. Wyszynski only reserve in the dugout today. 0-1 pitch to Heisig. Floats outside for ball, 1 ball, 1 strike. Sandy Costa at first base, shading her eyes. She's kind of in the sun field there as the sun goes down in the west above the third base dugout. 1-1 on Heisig. And Donahue throws again, a swing and a miss. Throw on the second base and a stolen base drive, and the runner is out. A great job by Barwick as Wyszynski tried to step into second base, and Barwick from her knees reached up and grabbed her on the foot, tagged her foot. And Wyszynski caught stealing. Warnbach to Barwick for the first out. The count on Heisig, 2 balls and 1 strike. Donahue gets set, throws once again. Missed outside for ball, 3-1. Number of ball players in this contest are returning all conference selections in the Wisconsin Valley Conference this year. 3-1 on Heisig, and Donahue fires, high hopper towards short, Barwick will charge, grab it, fire to first base in time for the out. So 2 down now in the West 4th inning, and right fielder Caitlin Krantz now batting. Courtney Donahue from Marshfield returns as an all-conference first-team player. Tiger infielder Brianna Jacoby was also all-conference first-team last year. She has since graduated. Krantz stands in, the pitch by Donahue, ground ball towards short again, nice hop for Barwick, throws to first base to end the inning. In the 4th for Wausau West, no runs, no hits, no errors, a walk, and no one left on base. So we play 3.5 innings, and our score is Marshfield 3, Wausau West 1.
When you want to win games, you look for an expert. Here's 2-time national champion, Coach Jack Bennett.
I may know a few things about basketball, but I'm a rookie when it comes to vehicles. I trust the team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers to call those shots. They're professionals. Remove the stress and anxiety of having your vehicle serviced or repaired.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Go with the winning team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers.
Back to Madison Field here. Jason Zaleski with you. We'll be back to Gene in just a moment. First, here to tell you about H&S Manufacturing in Marshfield, and they are hiring. If you're a hard-working individual, they need you. You want a solid company that offers top wages along with a very generous benefits package? Check out the open positions at H&S. Benefits include health, dental, life, disability, plus 401k cash bonuses, $2 shift bonus, and a substantial vacation plan that has you earning vacation on your very first day. Looking for welders, painters, assemblers, both first and second shift. Apply online. Just Google H&S Manufacturing or go right to hsmfgco.com. Back to Gene Delisio.
Tigers batting in the bottom of the 4th. 7, 8, and 9 batters coming up for Marshfield. Outfitter is the right fielder Raina Manlek, who singled her first time up. 1 for 1. Tigers have had 2 hits in every inning, and 3 runs to show for it. Raina stands in, batting right-handed. Allison Kirsch on the mound for Wausau West. Kirsch ready. A pitch on the way. On the outside corner, a called strike 1. Our score is Marshfield 3, Wausau West 1. Marshfield batting bottom half of the 4th. Miller just put an 8 spot on Marshfield in the 4th inning, and the Blue Jay baseball team now leads Marshfield 9-1 in the 5th inning. Next pitch hit towards first base, backhanded by Lambrecht, the first baseman. She'll step on the bag for out number 1. Well, that Tiger baseball team is a pretty young squad this year. They lost everybody, all their starters from a year ago, so kind of a rebuilding situation from Coach Southworth this year. Batting for Marshfield is the second baseman Madison Voss. Bounce to second base her first time up. Kirsch ready, and she throws and misses outside for ball one. Milwaukee Bucks begin playoff action later this week. They'll take on the Chicago Bulls in round one of the NBA Eastern Conference playoffs starting on Sunday at the Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and that breaks low for a ball, 1-1. Bucks have the number 3 seed after losing to Cleveland on Sunday when they rested most of their starters, did not play in that ball game. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and that breaks on the inside corner for a call strike, 1-2 on Voss. Bucks hoping to repeat as NBA champions this year, and a decent shot. 1-2 on Voss. And Kirsch throws once again. Misses down low for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 on Voss. She stands back in. Kirsch sets herself. Winds and throws once again. Line down the first base side, but just foul. Count on Voss stays 2-2. Bucks at least reasonably healthy going to postseason play. With Brooke Lopez now back. Voss back in there, 2-2 pitch, ground ball to the right side, and nice stop by Nelson at second base, who goes to hole and throws her out. Good job by Miranda Nelson, ranging far towards the first base side from second base to make that play for out number 2.
The shortstop, number 4, Ashlyn Barwick.
Here's shortstop Ashlyn Barwick standing in, bounced to third her first time up. 0 for 1 on the day. Allison Kirsch on the mound for West, winds and throws. Across for a call, strike 1. Our score now is Marshfield 3, Wausau West 1. Marshfield batting. Last half of the 4th, bases empty and 2 out. Ashlyn Barwick back in there. And Kirsch throws again, rides high for a ball, 1-1. Okay, Ashlyn looks pretty impressive defensively at shortstop for the Tigers so far today. She's made some nice plays. Only a sophomore. Looks like at least a real nice defensive ball player. Now the 1-1 pitch on the way. That's going towards shortstop, picked up by Colmus. Tossed to first base in time to end the inning. So Kirsch's easiest inning of the ball game. In the 4th for Marshfield, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. Our line score now through 4 innings. Marshfield 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors, and 3 left on base. Wausau West, 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error. The Warriors have left 3 runners on base. We'll come back with the 5th inning from Madison Field following these messages.
Really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
First pitch outside, ball 1. Marshfield leads at 3-1. West is batting. Top of the 5th here at Madison Field in Marshfield. Lambert walked her first time up. Courtney Donahue winds and fires. Ground ball towards second base. Grabbed by Voss. She bobbles it, picks it back up and throws, and just in time. Madison Voss stays with it, makes the play for out number 1.
left fielder, number 2, Claire Healy.
Here's the left fielder, Claire Healy batting. Bounce into a fielder's choice. Her first time up, 0 for 1. Batting left-handed, and so the Tiger infield comes in expecting a slap attempt. Donahue throws, pop foul on the third base side for strike 1. Interesting college baseball matchup tomorrow. A couple of Stratford guys going at it. As Winona State plays at Minnesota Duluth in a doubleheader tomorrow. Game time for number 1 is 10:30. Pitch by Donahue. Ground ball towards first base and grabbed by Costas just up on the bag for out number 2. 2 quick outs in the West 5th. Brings up third baseman Izzy Gullickson. She has singled and scored and bounces short. Now Chandler Schmidt has not played, I don't believe, for the Winona State Ball Club this year. Eli Drexler of Stratford pitching in relief for Duluth, made a few appearances as a short reliever. Gullickson stands ready. Donahue throws on the outside corner for a called strike. So Chandler and Eli get to see each other at Wade Stadium in Duluth tomorrow. Doubleheader. Game 1 begins at 10:30. 0-1 on Gullickson. Donahue fires once again in the dirt for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. You're listening to Marshfield Tiger Softball on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield, and WDLB, WOSQ.com, as well as ZaleskiSports.com. Next pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. 1-2. I'm Gene Delisio at Madison Field in Marshfield. Marshfield and Wausau West softball action today. Ball and 2 strikes on West leadoff hitter Izzy Gullickson. Donahue ready, winds and throws. Lined on the right field line, foul, out of play. 1-2. Gullickson, as we mentioned, led off the ball game with a line drive triple to right center field. Scored West's only run back in the first inning. Donahue fires again, bounces in for a ball. And the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tigers facing Wausau West in this home opener today here at Madison Field. And Donahue fires a nice breaking ball, but just missed inside. Count now 4, 3-2. And Courtney wanted that call from our plate umpire, Mr. Highfield, and did not get that. Full count pitch on the way, ground ball towards second base. Foster charged, pick it up and throw to first base, and just in time to end the inning. Seeing some real nice defensive plays for the Tiger infield today. In the 5th for Wausau West, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We played 4.5 innings, and our score is Marshfield 3, Wausau West 1.
Power and Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield. Our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Power and Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
Back to Madison Field, Jason Zaleski here. Another important message. This one, Spectrum Benefit Solutions, with offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. Back to Gene Delisio.
Marshfield Tigers softball this afternoon on WOSQ and on ZaleskiSports.com. Tigers with a 3-1 lead. Leadoff hitter Brooklyn Bulman starts the Tiger 5th inning. Brooklyn has bounced to short and doubled and scored. 1 for 2 today. Allison Kirsch on the mound for West. First pitch on the outside corner for a called strike 1. Tigers 3, West 1. West scored 1 in the first. Tigers scored 1 in the second and 2 in the third to give them their current 3-1 lead. 0-1 on Brooklyn Bulman. And Kirsch winds and throws and got the inside corner. Brooklyn backing away, but that ball broke inside the inside part of the plate. And Brooklyn behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Right fielder Krantz really pulled around towards that right field foul line against Bulman. Pitch by Kirsch on the way, chop foul at the plate. Count stays 0-2. Hughes in center field playing straight away, so boy, a huge gap in right center field for Brooklyn Bulman, with Krantz guarding the line in the right field corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Kirsch gets set once again into the first ground ball back up the middle. Almost a shortstop will take a high hop and throws the first base late. Brooklyn Bulman beats out the infield hit. 7 hits for the Tigers today.
Pitcher number 6.
So Marshfield has the base runner and pitcher Courtney Donahue batting. Courtney has singled twice. Has an RBI and a run scored in this ballgame. Kirsch getting set, and Courtney scores, takes outside. Bulman trying to steal second base, and the throw is there, but the ball is bobbled with the shortstop Collis, and Bulman steals it. Throw is there in time, but a bit low, and Collis couldn't handle it. And so Brooklyn slides in with a stolen base. And the count on Donahue, 1-0. So an insurance run in scoring position for Marshfield. Kirsch into her motion, delivers, and that breaks inside, gets away from the catcher, and Bulman takes third base. Looks like that ball was receivable, so I think they call that a pass ball on the catcher Peisig. Count on Donahue, 2-0, and Bulman at third base, there's nobody out. Good scoring chance for Marshfield. Kirsch winds and delivers, ground ball foul on the first base side. Count moves to 2 balls and 1 strike. Coach Becky Linsmeyer at third base with some signs and some words for Bulman at third. Mike Voss coaching at first base for the Tigers. 2 balls and 1 strike on Donahue. Here's the pitch. High fly ball to deep center field. Hughes goes right back. Courtney Donahue with a long drive over the center field fence. 2 more runs are in. The Tigers now lead 5-1. And with that, Coach Hughes from Wausau West is on the mound. And apparently will make some changes. Columbus softball team now leads Pittsville 16-1. That came in the 2nd inning. So Courtney Donahue with a long drive over the center field fence. And that will likely close the book on Kirsch. Looks like she'll leave. And several changes now for Wausau West. We'll pick these up as we can. Looks like Nelson, the second baseman, going to the outfield here. Kirsch will leave, and Autumn Hughes comes from center field to pitch. Autumn Hughes is the new pitcher. So we'll get, and Krantz, the right fielder, comes from right field to catch. And we'll try to pick up the other changes, not always easy to do. But Hughes, a right-hander, will now pitch. So that closes the book on Kirsch as she goes 4+ innings today. Allows 5 runs, all earned, on 8 hits. Walked 1, struck out 1. And some wholesale changes for Wausau West. Bella Lambrecht has gone from first base to right field. Looks like Kalmas will stay at shortstop. Sophia Peissig goes from catcher to second base.
Defensive Chambers now for Wausau West. Now pitching number 7, Autumn Hughes. Now playing second base, number 7, Sophia Peissig. Now catching number 12, Caitlin Prince. Playing right field, number 20, Ella Reinbrecht. And now playing center field, number 15, Miranda Nilsson.
Well, we got all the changes, so a whole slew of them. Right-hander Autumn Hughes is the new pitcher for Wausau West. Madeline Bornbach stands in for the Tigers with the bases empty and nobody out. Hughes ready. And the first pitch inside for ball 1. So defensively now for Wausau West. Allison Kirsch, who was pitching, is now at first base. Sophia Peissig, who was catching, is now at second base. Shortstop and third baseman stay the same. Next pitch by Hughes bounces in for ball 2-0. Kalmas at shortstop. Gullickson at third. Ella Lambert, who was at first base, is now in right field. Miranda Nelson moves from second base to center field. Claire Healy stays in left field. And Caitlin Kranitz goes from right field to catcher. Next pitch outside for a ball. And our plate umpire, Mr. Highfield, going out to talk to Hughes about an issue. He may be seeing something in her delivery which is perhaps against the rules, and quite often there's a step or a motion in the pitching motion which the pitcher does not realize might be illegal. He's explaining that to her. Count on Bornbach, 3 balls and no strikes. Hughes ready, winds and throws, and inside for ball 4. So Bornbach walks on 4 pitches. Hughes does come way down with her delivery. Brings that ball almost to ground level before coming back up and throwing it. Lauren Jacoby batting. Lauren has bounced to short. And reached an error. 0 for 2, the run batted in. Bornbach at first base. Jacoby stands in, and Hughes throws, fouled back for strike 1. Tigers with 1 in the second, 2 in the third, 2 now in the 5th, to lead by 4. Coach Linsmeyer calling out a series of numbers. Here's a pitch by Hughes once again. Bunt at third base side, picked up by Gullickson. Placed to first base for the out. And Bulman, or Bornbach rather, takes second base on the play. Jacoby executes the sacrifice bunt for out number 1. And Bornbach takes second base on the play. The left fielder Charlotte Brogan batting. Charlotte has tripled and scored and bounced to short. 1 for 2. Hughes ready. Winds and fires. Ground ball towards the box. Picked up by Hughes. Towards the third base. Nobody's there. And Bornbach stays at second base anyway. And Brogan beats it out. Infield hit for Brogan. Good idea by Hughes to turn to third base to get the runner there. But A, no one was playing third base. And B, Bornbach wasn't running. So she had to eat it. And Brogan goes to first base. The batter is Sandy Costa. First pitch over for call, strike 1. So Bornbach at second, Brogan at first with 1 out. Sandy Costa 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. Nothing in 1 on Costa. Hughes winds and delivers. Way inside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Marshfield Tigers softball today on WOSQ, brought to us by the Dental Crafters Network of Marshfield. Experience a rewarding career with Dental Crafters of Marshfield. 1-1 on Costa. She shows bunt, and placement down third base side, and this will be called a foul ball. That ball hit the glove of the third baseman Gullickson as she charged in, but she was in foul ground as she made contact. So we're at the foul ball. And the count on Costa, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Boardbach back to second base, Brogan back to first. As Costa digs in once again. Hughes ready, winds and throws, leaves it high for ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A couple of hits right here could really break this one open for the Tigers as they lead by 4 already. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hughes into her motion and delivers up and in for a ball. And the count full, 3-2. Autumn Hughes, only a sophomore. Got only one senior on this West Ball Club, and that's the starting catcher, Peising. Hughes throws again, high fly ball to left field. Healy has a play, moves in and makes the catch for the out. Runners hold their ground. Bornbaugh back to second base and Brogan to first. Costa flies out for out number 2. Raina Manlick now batting for the Tigers, and Raina has singled and bounced to first. 1 for 2.
Where you going now, bud?
Manlick digs in. Hughes in her motion. Throws. And that pitch rides high and outside for ball 1. Our score is Marshfield 5, Wausau West 1. Tigers batting bottom half of the 5th. Bornbach at second, Brogan at first with 2 outs. 1-0 on Raina Manlick. And the pitch for Hughes, outside for ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Tigers looking for a hit right here, which could play some insurance runs. Hughes fires once again, way inside, and Sandy hit on the foot, or excuse me, Raina hit on the foot by that pitch. Manlick hit by a pitch to load the bases. Bornbach to third base, Brogan to second, Manlick to first, and Madison Voss batting.
Second baseman, number 1.
Madison twice today is to second base, who's 0 for 2. Hughes winds and throws high and outside, ball 1. Bases loaded and 2 outs here in the last half of the 5th. Tigers already on top by 4, looking to extend that lead right here. Voss back in there. Hughes into her motion. Now throws. Misses outside for ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Hughes on relief of Allison Kirsch for Wausau West. Voss stands back in there. And Hughes ready. Winds and throws. High for ball 3. 3-0. And no place to put Madison Voss. Krantz calls time, and she'll go out and talk with her pitcher Hughes and her first baseman Kirsch, who was the starting pitcher. That conference lasted about 4 seconds. And Krantz back behind the plate. 3-0 on Madison Voss. Madison back in there once again. Hughes ready, delivers. Over for a call strike. The count now 3-1. Now Madison looking for a good pitch to hit here. A 3-1 count and the bases loaded. Madison digs in once again. And Hughes ready, winds and throws, and misses inside for ball 4. Voss draws a base on balls. Bornbach scores. Brogan to third base. Manlick to second. Voss to first. One is in. The Tigers lead 6-1. Ashlyn Barwick, 9th better to hit for Marshfield this inning. And the first pitch low for ball 1. So it's now Marshfield 6, Wausau West 1. Marshfield batting, last half of the fifth. Bases still loaded. And 2 outs. That run, just scored by Bornbach, is charged to Hughes. The 1-0 pitch on the way. Going inside, bounds away, but not very far. Picked up by Krantz. 2-0 now on Barwick. And Coach Hughes comes back out for another conference. Merrill with a win over Marshfield today.
6-7.
Well, around 6-7. Apparently the 10-run rule not affected Merrill today. So Merrill leads 12-2 in the 7th inning of that baseball contest at Athletic Park in Merrill. Tigers batting in the top of the 7th. Long conference here between Coach Hughes and her battery and her infielders. Bases loaded, 2 outs, but now a 2-0 count on Ashlyn Barwick. And the top of the Tiger batting order coming up after Ashlyn. The Tigers, Brogan at third, Manlick at second, Voss at first. Hughes ready, throws again, it's in there for a call strike. 2-1 on Barwick. Ashlyn batting right-handed, has made some stellar defensive plays today at shortstop for Marshfield. Hughes gets set and delivers. In there again for a called strike. 2-2 on Barwick. Autumn Hughes attempting to pitch out of a big jam here on the Wausau West side. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hughes ready, winds and throws, popped up on the diamond behind second base. The second baseman Picey goes out and drops the ball. There's a play at third base and the ball dropped there as well. Barwick to second, Voss to third base. Brogan and Manlick both score, and Marshfield scores 2 more runs to lead 8-1. An error of the second baseman Picey on a ball that should have been played behind second base. Both Brogan and Manlick score. Voss goes to third, and Brooklyn Bulman now batting. And she takes one up and in for ball 1. No RBIs on the play.
16, Brooklyn Bulman.
Voss at third now, Barwick to second. Pitch to Bulman outside for a ball, 2-0. And Brooklyn right now, I understand that is now a final score. Marshfield Tiger baseball team did lose to Merrill today, 12-2. Bulman right now is the winning run at the plate. Pitch by Hughes, up and in for ball 3. 3-0. Brooklyn batting for the second time this inning. She has a single, a double. His bounce is short as well. 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored. 3-0 on Bulman. Hughes throws in there for a call strike. 3-1.
Look for that same one.
Those last 2 runs will, of course, be unearned against Hughes. Hughes ready. Here's the 3-1 pitch outside for ball 4. Bulman draws a base on balls to reload the bases. And Courtney Donahue hit a 2-run home run earlier in this inning, stands in. Courtney has also singled twice, 3 for 3, 2 runs scored and 3 RBIs. Batting left-handed. And Hughes delivers, high for ball 1. Our score now is Marshfield 8, Wausau West 1. Marshfield batting, bottom half of the 5th, bases loaded and 2 outs. 1-0 on Courtney Donahue. Hughes delivers, a line shot down the right field line, but curving foul and falling out of play. 1-1 on Courtney. Tigers have 3 hits in this inning. Also, 2 walks, a hit batter, and that key error on a pop-up behind second base. 1-1 on Donahue. Next pitch, high and away for a ball, 2-1. Tigers now have the winning run at first base. They've scored 5 times here in the 5th inning to lead by 7. Now the 2-1 pitch on the way. Popped foul behind her play at the play. 2-2. Donahue stands back in there, batting left-handed. Count is 2-2. And Hughes gets set and throws outside for ball 3. And the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count on Donahue. Hughes into her motion, and she throws way outside for ball 4. And that will force in a run. 4 RBIs for Courtney today. And the Tigers lead 9-1. Voss scores on that basically the walk. Barwick takes third base. Bulman to second. Donahue to first. And Claire Pierce will come back in and run once again. And now Kirsch, the starting pitcher, will come back in for Wausau West. Kirsch went the first 4+, then gave up the 2-1 home run to Donahue and was pulled. Mashinsky, he sends a courtesy runner, will come in and play right field.
Feel better.
Strike for baseball team in the Assumption, 12-0.
Now pitching
So Kirsch back in there.
number 9, Allison Kirsch.
As Madeline Bornbach bats, she is single, bounces short, and walked.
Number 14, Molly Mashinsky.
And Lambrecht comes back from right field to play first base. Kirsch winds and throws a line drive on the left field line, but right at Healy, who makes the catch to end the inning. Hit well by Bornbach, but right at Healy to retire the side. Marshfield in the 6th. 6 runs, 3 earned on 3 hits. 1 error, 4 walks, a hit batter, and 3 left on base. After 5 innings, our score, Marshfield 9, Wausau West 1. We'll come back to
Flooring in Spencer is your place for the best in innovation and lowest pricing for your flooring project. New or remodel, tile, carpet, hardwood, ceramic, cork, you name it, R&R Flooring is ready for you today. R&R Flooring supports area programs like the broadcast you're watching and also supports area suppliers so you get great quality and pricing that fits your budget. Go to R&R Flooring today to see their showroom of flooring, furniture, mattresses, and custom-built showers. R&R Flooring in Spencer.
Tigers making at least one change here. Sydney Newmeyer, who was back with the ball club this year. I think Sydney sat out last year. But she's back out there, and she's going to be playing some first base.
Leading up in the water is number 7, Autumn Hughes.
Sydney Newmeyer at first base for the Tigers. Autumn Hughes leads off the West 6, ground ball to third base, cut off by Jacoby, plays to first base in time for out number 1. One quick out on the West 6th inning. Shortstop Claire Colmus now batting. She struck out twice, 0 for 2 this afternoon. Courtney Donahue, after Rough couple of innings has really settled down today for the Tigers. Throws here, high for ball 1. Tiger softball today on WDLB, or WOSQ, brought to us by Trudeau Construction of Marshfield, BBD Sports Shop of Abbotsford, and Current Technologies. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's on the low outside corner for a called strike, 1-1. Ball and a strike on Claire Colmus, number 3 hitter in the West batting order. Donahue throws once again, the base swing and a miss. Once again, Courtney with a nice changeup. And Colmus way out in front in the count now 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes on Claire Colmus. Next pitch misses outside for ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tigers in Wausau West softball today here at Madison Field in Marshfield. Colmus back in there. And Donahue winds and delivers. Ground ball towards third. Nice scoop shot by Jacoby. Throws to first base for the out. Well done by Lauren Jacoby. Short hopping that hopper in the third base line for out number 2. You're listening to Marshfield Tiger softball on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer Marshfield, and WDLB, WOSQ.com. Jeff Kennan, our producer. I'm Gene Delisio at Madison Field. First pitch to Taylor Liebelt, the West DH, on the inside corner for a called strike 1. West batting in the top of the 6th. Marshfield on top 9-1 here at Madison Field. The 0-1 pitch to Liebelt on the way. A big swing and a miss. 0-2. Also, thanks for joining us today on ZaleskiSports.com for Tiger softball this afternoon. 0-2 on Taylor Liebelt. Donahue gets set and throws high for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Courtney Donahue ready. Throws once again, fell out to the screen. Ball and 2 strikes. West scored a run in the first inning when their first hitter, Gullickson, tripled and scored on a sacrifice bunt. Warriors did have a runner at third base in the second inning, but no one passed first base since then. 1-2 on Liebelt. Donahue throws and got the outside corner. Ball dropped by Bornbach. She'll toss to first base to retire Liebelt and end the inning. 7 strikeouts for Courtney Donahue this afternoon. Wausau West in the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We played 5.5 innings, and our score is Marshfield 9, Wausau West 1. Back to Madison Field and more softball following these messages.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Marshfield Tigers batting in the last half of the 6th. Leadoff hitter is third baseman Lauren Jacoby. Kirsch winds and throws a long drive to right center field. Mashinsky goes back and makes the catch, however, for out number 1. Well hit by Lauren, but the right fielder Molly Mashinsky makes that play. That's out number 1 in the Tiger 6th inning. Shyla Brogan now batting for Marshfield. Shyla has singled, tripled, and bounced to short. 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored today. Kirsch back on the rubber after being relieved for much of the 5th inning. Throws here was a line drive down the right field line, but curving foul out of play for strike 1. Marshfield with a 6th spot in the 5th inning, and the Tigers now lead this ball game 9-1. As they bat last half of the 6th. Logan stands back in. And the pitch on the way, popped up on the right field line, and let it go out of play. Count on Logan now, no balls and 2 strikes. Allison Kirsch started on the mound for West, pitched pretty well the first few innings, then ran into some trouble in the 5th. Was relieved and now back in there. Throws again 0-2, ground ball towards short. Calmas gets a nice hop, fires low, but dug out nicely by the first baseman Lambrecht. Well done there at first base. And Logan retired on that ground ball. Nice play by Lambrecht on the other end at first base with a nice backhand scoop job. And Logan retired. Sandy Costa, the scheduled batter here, but this is Sidney Newmeyer batting in place of Sandy at first base. This one found on the right field line, out of play for strike 1.
Now leading for Costa, number 11, Sidney Newmeyer.
Our score is Marshfield 9, Wausau West 1. Marshfield batting, bottom half of the 6th, bases empty, 2 out. Sandy Costa was 0 for 3 with an RBI while she was in there. Sidney Newmeyer, right-handed batter, now at first base for Marshfield, behind 0-1. Kirsch ready, winds and throws on the inside corner for a call strike, 0-2. Major League Baseball action Saturday on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Atlanta and San Diego. Saturday 2:30 on 92.3 FM, WOSQ. Here's the 0-2 pitch, high hopper towards short. Calmas will charge, pick it up, go to first base in time to end the inning. In the 6th for Marshfield, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We head to the 7th inning with Marshfield leading Wausau West 9-1. Back to Madison Field in just a moment.
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Incentive to get started at Mid-State Technical College? 1, 2, 3 for free can save up to $900 on tuition. Start this summer if you'd like. No catches, no application fee or essays to write. 1, 2, 3 for free at Mid-State. Get started at mstc.edu.
Donahue trying to wrap up a complete game 2-hitter. Wausau West batting in the 7th.
Pitcher number 9.
Pitcher Allison Kirsch stands in. She has walked and struck out 0 for 1. First pitch high and outside, ball 1. Marshfield leads Wausau West 9-1. West batting top half of the 7th here at Madison Field. 1-0 on Allison Kirsch. And Donahue throws again. A pop-up foul to the screen on a play. 1-1. 5, 6, and 7 batters coming in for West. Here in the 7th inning. 1-1 on Allison Kirsch. Donahue gets 7 throws, a swing and a miss. Once again, good off-speed pitch by Courtney. And the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kirsch batting right-handed. Donahue gets set and throws again, high and outside for ball, 2-2. Courtney gave up a run on 2 hits in the first inning. She's been stellar since then, allowed just 1 base runner. That was a base on ball, so lead off the 4th, and that base runner was thrown out trying to steal. Here's a 2-2 pitch. A nice change up, and Kearse takes a call, strike 3 on the outside corner. And now 8 strikeouts for Courtney Donahue tonight. Sophia Peissig now batting. Stationed at second base for Wausau West after starting at the catcher spot. And the first pitch outside, ball 1. Peissig has singled and bounced to short today. Beautiful day for softball, been on the chilly side, but our fans have accepted that challenge. Come out here and watch a good ball game today. Here's a pitch on the outside corner called strike, 1-1. Peissig, only a sophomore, stands back in there for Wausau West. And Donahue throws again, high and away for a ball, 2-1. I do want to remind you, by the way, that Marshfield Softball Association organizational meeting next Tuesday night. Is it next Tuesday night? No, that's tomorrow night. Tomorrow evening at 5:01. There's a line drive on the right field line going foul. 2-2. MSA organizational meeting tomorrow at 5:01 Sports Bar and Grill in Marshfield. The board of directors meet at 6, women's and co-ed teams at 6:30, men's teams at 7. All league managers should be there. Count on Peissig, 2-2. Here's the pitch by Donahue, a swing and a miss. And Peissig out on strikes. 9 strikeouts for Courtney Donahue tonight. And batting next is Caitlin Krantz, who was struck out and bounced to short. Donahue ready. Winds and throws. Swung and a miss for strike 1. Marshfield leads at 9-1. Wausau West batting. Top half of the 7th. Bases empty and 2 out. 0-1 on Caitlin Krantz. And Donahue throws again. Foul back. 0-2. By the way, if you'd like to play slow pitch softball in Marshfield and don't have a team to play for this year, stop by that meeting tomorrow evening and they'll find a team for you. That's tomorrow at 5:01 Sports Bar and Grill in Marshfield. 0-2 on Caitlin Krantz. And Donahue fires, missed the outside corner for ball, 1-2. Another big season of slow pitch softball ahead here in Marshfield, thanks to the Marshfield Softball Association. Donahue gets set. The 1-2 pitch on the way, a swing and a miss. And that ends the ball game. 10 strikeouts for Courtney Donahue tonight. Wausau West in the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. Our final score tonight, Marshfield 9, Wausau West 1. We'll have a full recap on our post-game report following these messages.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
One, two, 1, 2. Start with Courtney first, is that okay? Yeah, okay.
Am I starting? Okay.
Perfect, all right. Here in our Nasonville Dairy postgame show, Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily, NasonvilleDairy.com. Here with our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game, Courtney Donahue. First, tell us about your bling you got on here.
All right, so our coach in the beginning of the season got this for like offensive play of the game, and I just hit my first home run, so that's why it was given to me.
So tell us about that. I'm not sure that we had seen that kind of power before, so tell us what's happened since last season.
Well, before that I was a slapper, so I've never really hit to the outfield, and then a few years ago I changed to doing hitting, and I've just been working on the off season of getting better at hitting because I was pleased with my performance last year at the plate, but I wanted to get better.
Every season, always important to get off to a good start. You're off to a good start this season. Now, no doubt about that. You win the home opener this year. Tell us about that, and thinking through practice and coming into the season and knowing, hey, let's see if we can get off to a good start this year.
Yeah, no. Today was more my battles. I didn't pitch as my pitches were not as on as I would have liked, but just dealing with that, we have a great group of girls together that are just amazing, and then our practices were 100% energy all the time, and then we know what this year can be.
All right, excellent. Your microphone. I'm Courtney Donahue, and I'm in the house. Mike, you want to get out of the way? Is that what you're waiting for? All right, get out of here then. I'll count you down 3, 2, 1. You've done this before. 3, 2, 1.
I'm Courtney Donahue, and I'm in the house.
All right. Congratulations. Yeah. All right. Coach, we'll bring in Marshfield Tigers head coach Becky Linsmeyer. Coach and I had a good talk a week and a day ago, as it turns out, and we talked about these kind of things. Yep. We talked about getting started and coming out to play right away and making it happen. And you and the girls have done that here this year. In the handful you've played, you've done it so far.
Yeah, I kind of felt a little bit today that we came out a little flat. And, we talked about, do whatever we need to do to get the energy up. But, and Courtney said she struggled a little bit to get her feel a little bit. But once she found her groove, and then I knew I have 100% confidence in these girls and their at-bats. I mean, we've been really working hard in the batting cages this off-season and during the season. And I knew the bats would come around. And so it's just a matter of time. And so, with Courtney on the mound, it's just, hey, let's get her some runs and get her some run support, and let's play solid defense behind her, and we really did that today.
As I said, you won every game so far. You're perfect on the year, right? Way too early to be talking about that. But what we can talk about is you win your season opener, you win your home opener, you win your conference opener. You want to come out and make a statement probably to the rest of the conference. And you take care of business here 9-1. Just tell us about the rest of the game, including the big 6-run fifth inning.
Yeah, it's I think our order from top to bottom is strong. We have people contributing, at the bottom of our order, and and even at the top. And so as a coach, I think that is a great asset to have, and we can get a run or get a bunch of runs quickly. And so, this game we had in the beginning, we had a little adversity, just trying to fight through it. And so that's a good thing. I wanted to see how our girls responded, and they responded really well. And so now it's, taking it onto our second game against Rapids on Thursday.
Right. So up until Thursday, we've got a couple practices. Now that you've seen the girls in action here a couple times, what's maybe one of those points of focus for practice coming up?
Really just keeping things as far as offensively on all cylinders. There's a few little things that, as a coach, I want to kind of fine tune, maybe our small ball game and, the short game a little bit, and just keeping our defense fresh and knowing what to do, because against Courtney, sometimes they're not needed as much. And so, our defense can't fall asleep. We have to be ready to make a play. And so just keeping everybody fresh and keeping our arms strong and healthy and keeping that confidence where right now I think we're at a very high confidence level, and that's what we want to sustain.
Coach, you and your Tigers winners tonight, 9-1 over Wausau. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
All right, we'll let you out of here.
All right.
Get Coach out of the way. I know some other people are waiting here to get some of their own stuff out of the way, so we'll tell you highlights coming up later tonight on Facebook at Zaleski Sports. Have a great night, everybody.